Hi everybody, this is Jen Turnham here, back for another live training video. And today I'm going to be talking about triggers. Whose responsibility are they? And my topic is going to be that triggers are your responsibility. It's not up to the world to change their behaviour to avoid triggering you. But before we get into that, just a little bit about me for those who don't know me. I'm, as I said, Jen Turnham, and I use my psychology degree plus many years helping people apply psychology and neuroscience to their lives to achieve transformation in so many different aspects of their life. But my main focus now is helping HSP extrovert women shine bright and view their sensitivity as a superpower. So if you think you're a highly sensitive extrovert, I'd love you to join my free Facebook group. The link to join is below, and there's also a free gift below as well. So download your free Feel Fantastic in 3 Simple Steps mini ebook. I also have a quiz down below if you want to find out if you are a highly sensitive extrovert, or maybe a highly sensitive introvert, or maybe an empath or an intuitive. There's a link to the quiz underneath this video. So today's topic, triggers are your responsibility. It's not up to the world to change their behaviour to avoid triggering you. So I'll give you an example of this. Recently, I was promoting a free event that I do in my Facebook group, and I've nicknamed it the Wine, Cheese and Pyjamas Chat because I wanted to, I suppose, get the message across that it's a kind of casual catch up. You can wear your PJs, you can have a glass of wine. It's really just a casual thing that we do once a month in the group, with the idea to support our group members, particularly because there's so much chaos and fear and just stuff going on in the world. So I nicknamed it the Wine, Cheese and Pyjamas Support Chat. And then I had a lady say to me, can you please, or she basically said, I'm getting triggered every time I read the word wine. She didn't go into detail, but she basically wanted me to change what I was doing because it was triggering her. Now, the challenge with this is, as I said, triggers are your responsibility. It's not up to the world to change their behaviour so that they don't accidentally trigger you. Now, the only, I suppose, caveat I'll add to this is if it's generic stuff like really horrific stuff like child pornography or animal cruelty, or something that's considered generically, or the majority of people would consider it abhorrent, then I would suggest that in those situations, if you are posting things like that, then expect people to say, can you stop doing this, because it is kind of universally not acceptable. But if it's things like the word wine or any other things that might trigger you, it's up to you to fix those triggers, basically. So I've given you kind of an example of what some people are doing in life, and I want to kind of help, not just say don't do it, I want to kind of communicate how to perhaps do it a different way. And the main reason why I'm doing this video is because if you are one of these people that is getting triggered and asking other people to change their behaviour or change the way they are doing something so that they don't trigger you, you are essentially giving your power away to everybody else. So taking responsibility for your own triggers is a way to take back that power and actually take some action to fix it yourself, and that's empowering yourself rather than allowing everybody else out there to have power over you and whether or not they trigger you. So the first step, obviously, in recognizing your triggers, or the first step in overcoming your triggers, is to accept responsibility for your reactions. So if you are getting triggered by something, your reaction is your reaction, and you are the only one that has the power to change that reaction. And the second part is to catch it as soon as you can. So recognize it early that you are having an emotional reaction to something, and start to pay attention to what kind of the physical sensations are, perhaps the thoughts that might be going through your head, and pay attention to the patterns so that you can catch it very early on in that emotional reaction process. The next step, and this is where the true power comes in, is choosing what you want to feel and what you want to do instead of that trigger reaction that you're currently having. And then last step is obviously take some action. So actively shift your emotional state from where it currently is, where you're being triggered, to how you would like it to be, how you would prefer it to be. Now that's just it in very simple step form. The other thing you can do is get some help. So BWRT, which is what I'm currently training to be a practitioner, that can help with this. So will coaching, personal development work. So that's all I have to say about triggers and whose responsibility they are. And I want to leave you with a little challenge, as I normally do, because the key with all of these things is if you don't actually put anything into practice, then nothing will shift. And again, you're allowing the world to have power over you. The best way to empower yourself is to actually take action to overcome these challenges that you face as they happen. So your challenge is to think about the last time that you were triggered and work through the steps I've just outlined so that you can choose a different reaction and then act on that different reaction. Let me know what you think below, and if you're watching the replay, please let me know where you're watching it from. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts, because doing these little videos, it's always nice to know if they're helpful to people. This video might be triggering to some people, so I'm aware of that. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. And again, if you think you're a highly sensitive extrovert, love to have you join us in my free group, Highly Sensitive Extroverts Bright Sparks. We discuss these things in a lot more detail. I also have a new program. It's a group coaching environment called Connection Corner. And in Connection Corner, we discuss topics like this, but we take it a lot deeper. And I actually teach you how to overcome your triggers. And I talk you through it. I support you through it. And it's a lot more in-depth, because obviously in these videos I can only give you a quick snapshot. But if you do want more, then I will drop the link to check out Connection Corner below this video as well, and we'd love to have you join us. It's a super duper special price, because I really want everybody to have the opportunity to try it. It's only $7 Australian for the first month. That's about $5 US or about 4 British pounds. So it's only $7 for your first month, and then after that it shifts to $48 Australian, which is about 35 US, and I'm not quite sure what it is British pounds. Then it's 48 Australian continually after that until you cancel, and you can cancel anytime. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all on the next live. Ciao for now.